right, guys. We got a developing story here involving former NFL star Antonio Brown. This is crazy, but we get ready to get on into it, man. Everybody is reporting it right now as of 2 hours ago. This broke 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, this broke, and yeah, this particular story broke 3 hours ago, man. It's kind of crazy, man. If you don't know who he is, former NFL player, Antonio Brown, wide receiver. And so come on in, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on in. We're going to give it a little minute for some people to come in. But I saw this about this. Somebody just put this on my radar. And I was like, nah, yo, not Antonio Brown, yo. But yeah, Antonio Brown. They said it's going down. He's currently missing as of right now. So we don't know like what's really going on with him. But they saying he missing. You know what I'm saying? He on the run. All right, exposing the truth. Be cool now. You said Wild Week protest, Diddy case, Israel, none of that. Well, we got to get back to Israel after this video. I'm trying to do it all tonight. I don't think I'll be able to. There's just so much going on. Now Antonio Brown missing. You said he shouldn't run? He running, man. So basically law enforcement in Miami-Dade County, this is where this went down at. They looking to arrest former NFL Antonio Brown. Now, Antonio Brown was detained by police after gunshots was fired at a boxing event hosted by streamer Aiden Ross. You gotta be kidding me. Hold on a second. The police released Brown after a few hours, and he posted on his social media the following day. He said, I was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal my jewelry and cause physical harm to me. That's what he wrote on his X account. Contrary to some video circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story. Now, according to the warrant, witnesses on the scene told police officers that Brown was the shooter. And 2 shell casings were found at the scene. Brown, unarmed at the time, was detained. But the man, they said that, you know what I'm saying, he allegedly got into a little beef with. Brown allegedly punched the dude, okay, during the altercation, and began to run towards him with a firearm, y'all. That's what they saying. It's all alleged now. After the fight had already been broken up and shot at him twice. Man identified as Brown on surveillance. And that's what's happening right now. Now, here's the problem, though. Is he on the run? Because that's what it looked like. It looked like he on the run right now. They everybody going down, y'all. He should have learned from the situation we following right now. He should have learned. They going after everybody. This is a time you're a celebrity. You need to be cool out here. So what I'm thinking is, more than likely, because you know I follow these legal cases, and we will be following Antonio Brown's situation. But he's going to have to prove that this is self-defense. But the way they telling the story here, this ain't self-defense. Antonio Brown, you got to be kidding me. This after the Aiden Ross event, man. You got to be kidding me, bro. And it says gunshots could clearly be heard following the altercation. So Yeah, he in a little bit of hot water right now if they catch up with him. No, I don't think he out of the country, yo. He laying low somewhere. He gonna turn himself in maybe in the morning. See, the thing is, they detained him. They didn't have no firearm on him at the time, so they let him go. And then they got the warrant. They warrant for his arrest. He kind of lucky those bullets didn't hit nobody. But here's the thing, guys. He shot in open space with people around. So that's going to be the key. He got more charges. He's going to have a charge for every shot fired. And then he's going to have a charge for reckless endangerment. He's going to have at least 5 charges. You say he was hanging with, okay, but yeah, man, I don't know what type of time he on, but he looking at a few charges, man. In Florida, Dade County, if he's lucky, they'll try to give him a slap on the wrist and do probationary time, but I don't think this is calling for it. They might even looking at some time here. But according to several reports, he's missing right now. So I hope he's all right. I hope he's just chilling with a friend or something. But that football he hit that he took several years ago he ain't been the same since, I don't think. He ain't been the same, yo. I remember that hit too. That was a nasty hit he took. He was not clean out. And the crazy thing is, yeah, man, he ain't been the same since. So what I'm thinking is he's just getting his lawyer together right now, right? He's gonna get his lawyer to help him turn himself in. His lawyer will be right there. And basically what he's gonna have to do at this point is he's gonna have to remain silent. No interrogation. Anybody remember that hit he suffered in that game? You can go see it on YouTube. I must tell you, it's cringeworthy. He got hit so hard in the head that it's he ain't been the same. It was a terrible, terrible hit. You know the crazy thing is the same thing happened to Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. He got hit so bad one time, he didn't know why he was at the game. Now he'll turn himself in with his lawyer. Yeah, Vontez Burfict hit him. That was a terrible hit. And that just reminds us all the time how dangerous football is. Let me check his IG real quick. His lawyer probably handled it. Pretty sure of it. Turn himself in that way. It could be a situation right now where he already contacted the police through his lawyer. But as of 26 minutes ago, they say he's still on the run. Let me see if he updated anything. His last update was 4 days ago, and he is in a high rise somewhere. Look like Miami. But hold on, let me see something. Yeah, he's chilling at a pool, like Miami somewhere. He did a promotion. He did a promotional post for BC Game. Yeah, BC Game. So they must have paid him to do that. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Let me check his X account. Sometimes he updates on there too. See, anytime it hits the news like that, he saw it, that means they tried to contact him and it to no avail. That's what happened. He posted 12 hours ago on yeah, he was posting a day ago, 11 hours ago. So but like I said, I know how this works. Anytime they make a posting like that on the news, that means they can't contact him. Because they wouldn't have posted and say that he's being sought. They wouldn't say that. They would have already talked to him already. And just say he turned himself in. Because if you go look at the news right now and refresh it, it says 41 minutes ago they're looking to arrest him. So something may have happened in the last 41 minutes. Pretty sure they probably got with his lawyer already. Yeah, when he walked out the game, Tom Brady was looking and he kind of like, oh shit. Yeah, he kind of knew. What's up, Fiona? But at some point tonight, you're going to see the headline change to that his lawyer was contacted. That's what you'll see. But ESPN reported they were the last people to report. They reported 42 minutes ago. The AP reported 3 hours ago. They just can't contact him right now. They don't know where he's at. But they'll reach out to his lawyer, and then his lawyer reach out to him, and then they'll figure out a way for him to turn himself in. And you already know, after he turn himself in, then he'll see the judge to make bail. He can do all that by tomorrow. He'll be out tomorrow. But the longer he stay on the run, let's say 2 weeks has passed and they still can't find him, then he ain't getting bail. Or the bail is set higher. Oh, you on the train, Fiona? Okay. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I don't see any other news updates. So that's pretty much what's going on. At some point between tonight and probably at some point tomorrow, he got to turn himself in because he can make bail the same day, depending on when he turned himself in. If he turned himself in now, no, he have to wait till about like what is it, 8 a.m. or something like that. Then he can make bail. But the story is kind of strange though. So I don't know, man. Why would I don't know. Yeah, celebrity boxing event in Miami. The warrant shows a charge of attempted. Damn, they got him with attempted murder, dog. I don't know. Attempted murder. He need to turn himself in tonight if he's trying to get bail. Damn, I keep thinking about that. Yeah, they tacked attempted murder charges on. And it's probably going to be, they said he fired twice, so that's 2 counts of attempted murder. If he shot at a couple people, they'll say 2 counts. Now somebody's saying that what he could do is he could post a $10,000 bond and remain on house arrest until the trial, according to the Post. Damn, he was already on paperwork. Now, according to his story, though, he said he was jumped by multiple individuals who tried to steal his jewelry. That could be very well the case. All he got to do is turn himself in. But what he do is when he turn himself in, his lawyer got to be present. And when they want to sit there and interrogate him, talk to his lawyer. That's it. OJ didn't get bail, I don't think. He stayed in jail for the whole trial. Unless his bail was set too high. But I remember him staying in jail the whole trial. Yeah, so he's saying they stole his, tried to steal his jury, and caused physical harm to him. He wrote on his X account, contrary to the video circulating, police temporarily detained me until they received my side of the story and then released them. He said, I went home that night and was not arrested. I'll be talking to my legal counsel and attorneys on pressing charges on individuals that jumped me. Okay, so he claimed that he got jumped at this event. That could very well be the case. Okay, so cool. So now, but the only problem is, Antonio, they charge him with attempted murder. So you're going to have to turn yourself in through your lawyer, and his lawyer do the talking. Don't answer no interrogation question. You said he got bail, but he didn't get out. He stayed in jail his whole trial. OJ was in his cell the whole trial. So he probably couldn't make bail. You're talking about for the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman? He stayed in his trial he stayed in his jail cell the whole trial. He sure did. You must be talking about the other case where he had to do time. He got bail for that. Yeah, it was a whole thing, Reek, back then. They said, you ain't getting out of here, sir. So yeah, Antonio, if that story is true, then he gonna have to get with his lawyer. He probably panicking right now because they charged him with attempted murder. I hope Antonio Brown is all right. But I wouldn't agree with him posting stuff on his X account, though. I wouldn't have posted anything. Just, get your lawyer. He tell you when to turn yourself in and you talk through him. What's up, Big Worm? What's going on with Antonio Brown, man? He said he was jumped. So he's just going to turn himself in with his lawyer and face the music like that. What's going on, Isaiah? That hit he received was crazy. He was clean out. I thought he was gone, yo. After that hit, I didn't think he was going to make it. I hate to see stuff like that in neck injuries. There was it was a couple football players they suffered from that, and they took they did the ultimate on it, you know what I mean. That stuff ain't no joke, man. Catches up to you when you get older. In boxing, they call it being punch drunk. I know they stupid. You're talking about the Giants. Now, what Dart up to? Because I know Shador can mess around and get that second spot. And if Flacco mess up, he going in. Prayers up to Coach Prime. Him get a speedy recovery. Speaking of Shador, you said you try not to watch, Fiona. You don't like watching football. Give you a little anxiety. Antonio, he went on his X account and said that he was at a boxing event with Aiden Ross, and he said he got jumped, and they tried to take his jewelry, and I guess he went and got his pistol. When he got back today, that's what's up, Isaiah. I've been out of the loop. You can't keep Prime down. Prime been through too much. You understand? You think that's what it is? Oh, I heard about that, Fiona. I heard about the plane crash. I didn't send that to you because it was too close for comfort. I know what you mean, Shannon. Too close for comfort. That's why I didn't send you that story. I'm thinking you might be traveling soon, or I don't send that to people when they be traveling soon. But Antonio, what's happening is, guys, he will turn himself in with his lawyer tomorrow. They probably iron out the particulars, right? Let me go ahead and I'll turn him in with me and do it like that. And then they'll see about some bail after he go to this initial arraignment. Okay. After that, they'll set his bail. Yeah, I know you'd be traveling, so that's why I didn't send you that, because it happened too close to comfort to you. I was like, no, I'm not sending her that. I don't send MedWhite that stuff no more either. Isaiah, that hit, if you don't know what we're talking about, Antonio Brown, this gentleman right here, he took a really bad hit. And before that, he was a really quiet football player. He just went about his business. You never heard about Antonio Brown. Never. Never heard about him. Like, he never got in any trouble. Just a quiet dude. When he took that hit, he started acting different. And he'll tell you. He'll say, he jokes about it. He said, I got CTE. He jokes about it. But he's not really joking, though. Yeah, she travels a lot too, Fiona. So I don't send them, even with the whole Iran thing, I'm not sending you that either. I didn't send anybody that story, but people was talking about it. I'm like, since y'all talking about it, I'll talk about it. But Prime, he back in CC. Prime is back in Boulder doing his thing. Now Shador, on the other hand, they already know he QB2. They already know that, man. I think they do. They're like, oh my God, he's really good. You see how they be talking? I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Guys, y'all should have drafted him higher. But it's all good. He's in the right position because he's in a position where he can watch for a little bit to learn under Flacco and then take over the position after he's done. He'll take over at that point. So he's in a really, really good position. So it all worked out. Endorsement wise, he'll make that money back in no time. You said whenever I see a ton of celebrities in the headlines, some shit happens. You said there is a second lawsuit on NFL. I don't know the specifics. And regarding this brain trauma, possibly. I think a percentage goes to him. CC, unless you order on his website, the merch on his website, it goes to him and his people, that helped him with it, whatever, how he got it set up. But as far as the regular, I'm not sure. They trying to trade for him. Do the Detroit Lions, they need a quarterback? I thought they have a quarterback. Did their quarterback get hurt or something? They need some type of insurance? Yes, they want Shador as well, the Lions. I don't think the Browns going to do that unless they trying to get something for him. Or they trying to trade, okay. Let me see. No, there's no update right now. You said Shador, they want to trade. Lost back up for a fifth round. You said the Lions ain't getting Shador. He's too bad. He's staying where he is because they need a backup just in case if Flacco get hurt. He'll be at some point, even before that, he'll get in. So the reason why I'm not surprised with Shador, I mean, if they really high on Cam Ward, Shador is pretty much the same. So same quarterback, man. Are they talking to the Browns? That means they might be needing a quarterback. Anywhere you think of it, I just see him playing this year for sure at some point. But he's in a good position to learn on the Flacco, though. Very good position. You said they begging the Browns to trade him. Well, they should have. But who do they pick in the draft? Now all of a sudden they see how he throwing, they want him. Hey man, it just wherever he goes, man, we rocking with him wherever he goes. So that's the only way I can tell you. Wherever he's going, just I'm rocking with him there. So we'll see as getting closer to the regular season. We'll see because we're getting close already to the regular season. So we'll see what happens. Antonio Brown is on the run. Well, here's what I want to say about on the run. This story just broke like a few hours ago, right? It could be a situation where he had already called his lawyer and said they trying to arrest me and they working out where how to turn himself in. That could be it. He said, what do you think of your Jets? I'm just a loyal supporter, put it that way. I don't buy nothing that don't say Jets on it. Like for sports stuff out there, I'll just buy the Jets. Yeah. He said, poor guy can't catch a break, man. It's crazy. He's one of the best wide receivers, man. Antonio Brown for sure. And you remember early on in his career, he you really didn't hear from him early on in his career, but you heard from him by way of his play on the field. He's a monster on the field, so you're gonna hear about his name that way. But you know, no, I didn't get Shador jersey yet. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna come back when it's a developing story. But I think I pretty much know he's gonna turn himself in with his attorney and then try to get bail that way. So, but we'll see what happens with AB in the morning. But guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you guys for watching. Yes, I will be back later. Just check on his story, but I'm pretty sure by the time I check on, he's gonna turn himself in. So he would have his lawyer somewhere present. He probably ironing out that now. Like, but yeah, you guys have a good night. Thanks, Ryan. Y'all have a good night. I will catch you guys at some point. I might go live in front of the courthouse, so I might do that. But until then, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in.